Good morning everyone. So today we're at a BMW 5 Series 2007. I think it's a 2 litre diesel engine, but you can see there the engine management light is on and we want to see what the codes are. So what we do here, in order to determine why that light is on, you need to go into just normal generic OBD. So go into there. You can see a P0401 exhaust gas recirculation flow insufficient detected. So if you go into this gives you some ideas. So the reason for this code: EGR does not have sufficient vacuum to operate, could be. Faulty delta pressure feedback of the EGR, need to check that out. Blockage in the EGR tube, now you think that's most likely, or faulty exhaust gas EGR sensor. So I've just had an idiot at the window. Scan the car and go into the DDE. That's the diesel electronic module. You can see there it's got a problem with the electric fan. And then they've got not present faults as the fuel filter. And you see presence EGR valve. And you see not presence glow plug 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now that's because they changed the glow plug module. We're seeing them quite common now actually. It used to be that if it was 6 of them it failed. Well, sorry, this is actually a 3 litre diesel. If the 6 glow plugs had failed, or if it's a 4-cylinder, the 4 had failed, it's usually the relay. So he's changed that, so that proves the case. But what we're actually finding now, sometimes you can get one glow plug to fail, and it still can be the relay. So you've got to watch out for that. What else have we got? Steering angle plausibility, and let's see, in the GBE junction box electronics, auxiliary water pump. In the footwell module we have tail lamp left and right, and a short circuit. Need to check that out. But I think in order to determine, just get rid of that one for the light, we need to look at the EGR valve. In fact, let's see if we can bi-directionally control it. Let's go into here. I'm going to live data first. What should be here's exhaust emissions. I suppose the big giveaway should be regeneration. No. The big giveaway for the EGR valve, you should be able to actuate that and watch the air mass meter fall. The value of the air mass meter fall. So let's see if it's in here general. That's not much information. Operational values. No. I did see a value within normal OBD, and it was saying it was about 18 grams, which I think is quite high. Anyway, let's come out of this. Let's see if we can do active test. Oh, the electric fan only. So that's pointless. Let's just go underneath the hood and go after the EGR valve. In this 3 litre engine, there is the EGR valve here. So you can see that the exhaust gases get piped through here, and they get taken into the inlet manifold and then burned. They use this to lower temperatures and for emissions and everything like that. So what we've done here, we've put on a trusty vacuum valve, and you can see there. First of all, we want to test to see if the vacuum capsule is managing to hold some vacuum in the thing. So should get a good 20 inches there. So you can see that's working fine. Well, it's holding vacuum. So what we can do is start the car up and see as we pump up vacuum if the idle quality deteriorates, and that determines whether the EGR has got the ability to pass gases. And if it has, we're then going after the control side, which is this little pipe here, and that goes down to a little valve underneath there, I think. We'll check that out, so we'll do that test first. So the test we're performing here is, we'll pump it up and see if you can hear the idle deteriorate. That's
That's 22 inches of vacuum, but you can't hear it too well, and then I will let it go. I think it's just a little bit. And so what I'll do is, I'll check the exhaust gas flow through normal OBD. Right, so we're doing this test with our vacuum gauge. We have let's see. Right, we'll stop that. So you can see our air mass flow rate is 18. So if we then apply vacuum, you see it's coming down. So that's got a bad connection there. So that's proving that the EGR valve is actually moving. So we now need to move on to this little chappy to see why he's no instructor to open. So you can see that we've got our vacuum gauge stroke pressure gauge plumbed in, and there's absolutely no vacuum going to this EGR valve at all. So what I think we'll do, we'll clear the fault codes and see if it returns. So we'll go DTCs. So we'll clear the DTC. Sometimes they'll not allow you to clear them when the thing's running. So it's saying no fault codes at the moment, so we'll go and stop the car and restart it and see if we get some pressure readings, vacuum readings. Stop. Engine management lights off. We'll see if it applies some vacuum. Oh, got a bong there. Nothing yet. No. So it's never applied any vacuum to that thing. So we need to go back after the valve. That'll be in there somewhere. That controls the actuation of that. But I'll get my friend to rev it and see if that makes any difference. That's champion. So you can see there my friend went and revved it and absolutely no actuation on the EGR valve at all. So we're going after that wee solenoid. I think it's underneath that manifold where this solenoid valve is located. So I'm going into the Snap-on Veris, the component information centre. Never actually had anything for the 5 Series, but I went into an X3 or an X5. And on that I would assume it's the same engine, so it says it's fitted under the inlet manifold. So it's a 2-pin connector. So I can actually track the pipe. Let me see. It's that. Oh, this will be difficult to see. It's this pipe here, and it goes along the back here, and it seems to be the solenoid must be at the back there. So when I find it, I'll show you, but easier to get. It's a bit buried. It's a bit easier on the E46 to get this thing than here.